Howdy there, backyarders. Guess what we're working on next? How about a Lincoln 1965 Lincoln Continental? There you go. That's an oldie. Now, what we're going to be doing on this project is another wiring thing. Just to update you with the Supra, I showed and stuff. Unfortunately, the customer decided he wanted to go somewhere else. It's obviously because it was cheaper or something like that, and I'm assuming that's what it was. But so that project is no more. He is going to have someone else do it, and well, good luck on that. That's all I can say. So anyway, I'm back onto this. So this is a Lincoln Continental 1965. So you can see here, we've got decades and decades and decades of tomfoolery when it comes down to this. Okay, yes, tomfoolery. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, these are just all rigged up. I mean, this harness, this is a joke. This is not even what comes in the car. I've got AC systems to deal with throughout. I have got all the electricals, including there's the old regulator for the alternator right there. He is staying with the alternator that was with this vehicle. I may have him do an upgrade because we are doing a much larger stereo system in this thing, so I might just have him go ahead and do that. We also will be placing the biggest battery probably that I can get to fit inside here underneath the hood, or I may move it. I may move this to the back of the car. I don't know. Save weight. That's one of the things it'll do. LED systems on all the lights. Everything on this entire vehicle will be now LEDs. So that means that in the wiring harness that I have to use a specialized flasher for LEDs. But it's kind of cool. You have these flashback, I think they call it, which basically it turns one of the headlights into a flasher. So when you turn your blinkers on, this whole light turns orange. So you have your halo, and then I'm getting another style of lights instead of the clear lens like this. I'm going to get the ones with the edge. Looks like the old-fashioned headlights. So it looks correct to go with the look of the car. Also, throughout this vehicle, we've got to go through all of the entire electrical system throughout. So this entire electrical system is being ripped out. So that means dashboard has to be ripped out, steering column assembly has to be ripped out. This, which is the seat assemblies, this is all going to be ripped back out. But as you can see, this is an old mechanical system. So you can see right here. See, somebody's already screwed this up. So this is, broken. So I have to find replacement parts. So that the whole seat assembly will work correctly, or update it, one of the two. So this has got to be dealt with. So I'll deal with that as I go. All the electrical system throughout, the electrical system for all the windows, that's going to be modernized. No more of the standard 3-wire configurations inside the door. I'll do an outboard relay assembly throughout so that I can control everything through the relays. The relays will be a higher end type relay. I'm not just going to use the classic Bosch. I'm probably going to do a much nicer relay configuration so that I can get first off quieter relays, and two is that they when they close, that when the contacts are closing, they'll have some sort of shunt. Some way of shorting it out so that it won't, noise, basically. I'm trying to eliminate the noise. So it could be probably a diode, something like that across the terminals. And then that way I don't have to worry about that noise. Here is the original factory fuse assembly. And here I may or may not put the new the new type of harness assembly. Now this is a GM based one, so it's going to look like a GM, GM guys. Honestly, it's been a really pain to find some parts for this older Ford. I mean, it is starting to become more difficult to locate certain componentries. And so I would rather not deal with the electrical. I just would pull it all out, start all over again. The AC system has been ravaged through, again, like I said, all this stuff has been ravaged over years. The types of connectors, see all those connectors over there? Those things just rot out, break, fail. You can see there's disconnections there. Whole systems that are just throughout this vehicle, but I can reduce an enormous amount of it. So I'm going to. All right, so when I usually start a project like this, one of the first things I do is get the original, electrical wiring. That includes even the doors and stuff. So I wanted to get all the original electrical configurations and breakdowns for everything. I always binder, like here I've got a binder that has to do with this vehicle itself. I also do everything on my OneNote. So I put everything in my OneNote too at the same time. So the kit I'm going to use is this Painless performance products. It is pretty damn good, actually, so far. I mean, the main thing I'm more impressed by is just simply look at this. That is the manual. I've seen Peterson manuals that are thinner than this thing is, but I like what they talk. I mean, they've got some really good points that they go through here for the beginners, and they really do. They really go through a lot on this thing in terms of what you can or can't do, styles, types of sensors, and stuff, that different types of sensors you can use, the type of connectors, factory connectors versus, aftermarket connectors. Even they talk about resistor block assemblies for doing the coil packs. I mean, these guys really, honestly, I give them top notch for this manual. This thing is really, really good, but it doesn't cover everything. And so what it is that it's a 22 circuit, it's a 28 circuit system, but it has, I want to say it's like 22 fuses or something like that, or 18 fuses, somewhere in that neighborhood. So this allows us to do several things. Number one, upgrade in the wires gauge so that I can do more current. So like in an update here, we'll obviously put USB connections inside here for phones. I'm going to also put in some sort of wireless charging system in here and stuff. Modernizations, that's going to go on because we're going to be modernizing everything as we go, but it'll all look old. And that is the beauty of this. And see, the guy wants to keep this for the rest of his life. And he's a young guy, maybe 32 or 30-ish, in some around that neighborhood. And he likes his stuff, and he really, really loves this vehicle. So he's going to have this thing done. So, I have a question. Maybe if you guys can give me a hand. This here is the wheel, and so right now I'm trying to get these redone. So if anybody knows anybody that does spokes, then it'd be wonderful if you can get that. So until then, if you happen to know anything, please leave a comment and like and everything else. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.